Thank you for choosing Arby's. Go ahead, what's your order?
All right, thank you. I want to get the King's Hawaiian Sweet Heat Chicken and Beef.
Chicken and, I'm sorry?
The chicken sandwich and the beef and brisket sandwich. I want both of those.
You want both of them?
Yes.
Okay, as meals or just the sandwiches?
Do one of them as a meal. Doesn't matter which.
Medium or large?
Large, curly fries.
And what will be the drink?
Strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
And I need a water as well, a large water as well.
You want a bottled water or you want a cup of water?
Can I have a cup of water with ice? Can you also put extra sauce on both of those sandwiches?
Anything else?
Yes, I want an order of your jalapeno bites.
How many?
I can't see how many it comes.
5 or 8?
Let's do 5. And I want a 8. Well, what is that? The mozzarella sticks. How many do they come in?
6.
Let's do 6 of those. I would like the marinara sauce with the mozzarella sticks and the bronco berry sauce with the jalapeno bites. I want 2 salted caramel and chocolate cookies. And that is all.
Okay. 2 salted caramel cookies, 2 sweet heats, large strawberry lemonade, 5-piece mozzarella, 5-piece jalapeno bites, and 6-piece mozzarella sticks. That's it.
Yes, and you got 1 chicken, 1 beef.
Right.
Okay.
Both of them.
All right, good. That's it.
Okay. $38.63.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Freddy Cooks International Soul Food. And no, you are not hallucinating because I'm back and I'm hungry. So, if this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for watching. If you've been here before, you already know I love you a long time. Today, we are driving and we're eating. We're eating and we're driving. Why? Because I'm going to Birmingham, Alabama. I'm trying to save time, trying to get here, trying to use all the data that I have, and trying to beat the rain. So we went to Arby's because they have this sweet heat, sweet Hawaiian sweet heat chicken sandwich, and they got a sweet Hawaiian sweet heat beef and brisket sandwich that I've been dying to try. It's got great reviews, and so here we are. Of course, I can't show you the food because I'm driving, so I'll hold it up while I'm driving. Please forgive the camera for, this may not even work. This camera is shaking so much. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna taste this sandwich, pop it in and say hello. I missed y'all. I will be back. I will be back soon. This is the chicken sandwich. I asked for extra sauce just to make sure there was enough on there, so there it is. This has cheddar cheese. It's supposed to have sweet heat sauce. It's got onion strings or fried onions. It's got lettuce. I see a tomato. It's supposed to have like these garlic pickles on there. And like I said, I did get extra sauce just to make sure I can taste it. Here we go. Semi grace first. I can't close my eyes because I'm driving. Hang on. All right, so here we go. I heard it was really good, and I'm looking forward to this. That first bite wasn't bad, but I didn't taste the sweet heat sauce. It was just it was an enjoyable bite, but I don't taste the sweet heat sauce. Y'all, I am being careful, I promise. Even though you saw me bite with 2 hands, I'm driving with my knees. I can do that. It's not safe, I know, but I'm good, I promise. Let me get another bite of this. Sorry for the camera shaking. It's not the best, the ideal video. Wow. I can't believe I made it to Alabama already. That's the cross section. This is a good sandwich. This is a chicken version, and I actually like it. I can deal with this sandwich. I would definitely get it again. I think I'm gonna give it about an 8 out of 10. Let me go ahead and get a bite of the other sandwich. And this is the beef and brisket. Hope y'all doing well out there. I know y'all, it's been a long time. I promise you I'm gonna catch you up. Maybe not in this video since it's shaking so bad, because I had to stop and get another cell phone holder because my other one broke. And I stopped and got it just to do this video. So once it comes to you, here I am. And these sandwiches are on sweet Hawaiian rolls, if I didn't say it before. Oh gosh, the meat just falling all over the place. There it is. Catch you up and talk, you know, but now that I see this situation of this shaky going on, I'm gonna have to do it when I'm more stable. But when I went to Arby's, I also got the jalapeno poppers. It's been a long time since I've had them. This is what it looks like. It's good, but the only thing is, I took one bite and the whole popper is gone. I'm gonna get another one. Then they have the Bronco berry sauce, which I've never had from Arby's. And these are not that spicy at all. I can use a little bit more spice, but they're good. I don't know what in the world Bronco berry sauce is, but there it is. And I hope combination. It tastes like Bronco berry sauce, whatever that is. It's kind of sweet. It tastes berry-ish, and it's a nice. That's definitely a nice combination with this sweet, not spicy at all, but actually it's very good. I'm gonna have some more. Cheers to you. back is raggedy, but I'm gonna go ahead and post it anyways because I did it for you. It ain't turned out the way I wanted it to. I got some curly fries too. Let's see if I can make this work. I'm gonna give it a little bit of where I've been. So it's been about 5 months, maybe 6, maybe 7. I can't lost count. Since I've uploaded videos, since I've been with you guys. Sorry again. I got really, I wouldn't say ill. I was injured. I was diagnosed, the prognosis or whatever you call it, was hip bursitis. Trochanteric hip bursitis. Very, 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 very extremely painful, and with no exaggeration, easily the most pain that I have ever felt in my life. And it's caused by just really overworking your hip, over exercising, over stretching, over, I guess, overdoing it, or falling. Different things can contribute to it. Now granted, I have been exercising because I've been on little, I won't call it a diet, but I've been working out. And prior to that injury, I had lost 80 pounds as of October the 31st. Was it October 31st? Something like that. Yeah. No, October 25th or something. I lost 80 pounds. And then I got the hip bursitis. Could barely walk, like literally inching each foot in front of the other in order to walk. It hurts. It was excruciating pains to sit, to stand, to lay. Basically, there was everything I did hurt. Couldn't walk, couldn't sit, couldn't sleep. I lost a lot of sleep because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep on that side, and because it was so much pain on the hip, of however, like on the inside, I couldn't sleep on the other side. Couldn't even turn on my stomach, so I had no options but to sleep on my back, and I don't sleep on my back, so that was very hard for me to do. Long story short, I ended up going to the doctor, to my primary doctor, and I got he gave me a steroid shot, which is supposed to help it. Okay, all right. So, two days later, it got a little bit better. Now, mind you, the pain level was already like a 9 out of 10. The only reason I had to give it a 10 is because I was able to barely move. But it was 9 out of 10 pain level. After I got the steroid shot, it probably reduced it to like an 8, maybe. So I could tell it helped a little bit. But it still wasn't. Oh, let me back up. So I was in the doctor's office crying, like literally tears coming out. It hurts just that bad. And I asked for pain meds or something. He would not prescribe me any pain medicine, only ibuprofen. It's what he said. My primary doctor suggested ibuprofen, which did absolutely nothing. Nothing. So a few days later, maybe a week later, I called the doctor and said, "Hey, this ain't working." He was like, "Oh, it takes a while. Give it a moment. Give it a minute." I was like, "I can't give it a minute. It ain't working." He was like, "There's nothing else for you to do but just let it take its course. It should take about 2 weeks." Okay, well, guess what? In about 2 weeks, my thigh, my hip, that area was swole up twice as much. Well, I wouldn't say twice. It was getting to, well, yeah, twice as big as it normally was. Pain had not subsided at all. And still could barely walk. So I was doing research online, trying to see how long does hip bursitis last, what's the healing time, and I got anywhere from 2 weeks to 12 weeks. Okay, we're looking at close to 3 months. Well, guess what? I work from home, which is great. I didn't have to drive because I couldn't drive to work. So I worked from home as much as I could until it got to the point. Oh, did I mention that it was painful to sit? Well, I sit 8 hours a day, or about 7 hours a day, working at a computer at home. So my entire day was filled with pain for about another 2 weeks. I didn't go back to the doctor because he told me that, hey, it's going to take a while. And then I decided to go to an orthopedic doctor. At this point, this is about, okay, this started October 21st. Around December 9th is when I went to the orthopedic doctor. And it had swollen so much, she couldn't tell exactly. She didn't know if it was trochanteric bursitis as had been previously stated, but it was so swollen she couldn't even examine it. Only thing she could do was recommend I get an MRI, which the first doctor did not do. I had an x-ray, which the x-ray came back fine. Nothing was broken, although it felt like my hip was broken. It felt like it was broke. Snapped. That's how it felt. I don't know what a broken hip felt like, but if I had to guess, it felt like that. Wasn't broken. She suggested December the 9th, 12th, somewhere around there, that I have an MRI so they can tell exactly what's going on with it. But guess what? All the MRI were booked in Jackson, Mississippi. Until February, the second week of February. I'm like, hey, my whole leg can fall off by the second week of February. This ain't gonna work. So I live in close to Meridian. The closest town to me is Meridian, Mississippi, which is about 2 hours away from Jackson. An hour and a half, 2 hours away from Jackson. Where I live is like 2 hours away from Jackson, Mississippi. So I called the imaging company in where I live to see if I can have an MRI there and just take it to the doctor. Although I'm not sure, because my city is much smaller than Jackson, and well, maybe that's why, because it's a bigger city and they were booked. Anyways, long story a little bit shorter. Again, my thigh is huge. Now it's 3 times, no exaggeration. I'm not going to show you a picture because it's disgusting. 3 times as big as normal size. Totally looked like I had a BBL on one side of my body. No lie. Somebody would have paid for that kind of hip. It was huge. Not normal. I didn't really want to go to the emergency room. It's like, what are they going to do? Well, one day, this was December the 28th, December 27th, 2 days before my birthday, on the 29th of December. I went to the bathroom to do number 2. Sorry, but I'm just saying. If you're eating, stop, or cover your ears, or turn the video off right now. I sat down to do my business. As painful as it was, got up after finishing and went to wash my hands. Then went back to flush the toilet. Look back. My thigh was leaking. That's the best way I can put it. It was leaking. It was draining. That's the word. So, chocolate milk colored, I don't have another way to say this. Exudant, drainage, that's the nice word, was all over the wall, all over the floor, dripping down the wall into a big old puddle. No lie, it had shot the needle point area where I had gotten the steroid shot. That's the only place it could have come out. Skeeted, sorry for using that word, pulse and drainage. Again, chocolate colored milk or chocolate milk colored drainage all over the place. Okay, I was like, okay, I can handle this. So I got towels, can clean up all that, as much as I can. It's with limited mobility. And I was thinking, okay, well, this must be good. That's why it hurts so much. Inflammation, it needs to drain. I'm gonna let it drain. So I just got towels and sheets and things, and I put pressure on it. I just let it drain, drain, drain. And it drained, drain, drain, drain. For all of the rest of December 27th, all the rest of the December 28th, I had sheets full of the drainage. That's how much drainage, that's how huge my thigh was. And I could only lay on the couch, could not sleep in the bed. The couch was the most comfortable. So for the entire time I slept on the couch with like bed pads to catch the drainage after that point for 2 days. I did call the orthopedic doctor because the closest MRI was going to be January 1st at the other place. Like at the first place, the MRI was scheduled for like, or they had an opening for like February the 9th or something. And the place closer to me, they had one like for January the 3rd or 4th or something. So, called an orthopedic doctor. She didn't answer. Left a message what to do. The person who answered, the nurse person, said go to the emergency room. Okay. That probably is a given that I probably should have gone to the emergency room. I don't like emergency rooms. I know, kids, hear me out. Because I feel like they're never helpful. They're always rude. It takes hours just to see somebody, no matter what the emergency is. I was like, my thigh just need to, my hip just need to drain. It's draining. It'll be okay once all this drainage goes out and all the and whatever. But on my birthday, actually it was the 28th, the day before my birthday. It was the day before my birthday actually. So it drained all the 27th and most of the 28th until I ended up calling my mom and my aunt. My aunt's a doctor. Well, she's a mental doctor. I don't know what's her. She worked with mental people. That kind of doctor. Not a psychiatrist, but she's a doctor that works with mental people. My mom's is a retired intensive care nurse, and both of them suggested I go to the emergency room at this point. I was holding off and was trying my best, and I'm losing light, y'all. Let me see if I can help. I'm losing. No, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this story up if I can. So, recommended I go to the doctor, to the emergency room. I couldn't drive. Had to call the emergency. Had to call the ambulance. The ambulance. They came and got me. They didn't want to pull the little. I had put a little patch on it, like a wound care patch. They didn't want to pull it off because it was draining so much. They just put it back on. Like they didn't. It was like, nope, we're not dealing with this until we get to the hospital. Drove me there to the hospital. Got there, I was anemic. I had lost so much blood. Also had to have a blood transfusion because of how much blood I lost. And they said, we're taking you to, and oh, they put me in a room. Got in the room probably about 2 o'clock that morning. Yes, it did take forever for them to see me, just as I suspected. I was draining all in their seats, and I had towels and everything, and I said, hey, how much longer it's going to be? I'm draining all over the place. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, whatever. So, long story short, it ended up being like 2 o'clock before I was admitted into a room, and then kind of fell asleep or whatever. And then early next morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, they said, we're going to surgery. We've got to clean this out. They, of course, had taken blood. They did cultures. And basically, it was infected, which steroid shots can get infected. There's a 50% chance. Well, maybe not 50%. I don't know what the percentage is, but there is a chance that steroid shots can get infected. Not even if there's something wrong with the needle, but just in general, depending on where they stick you, how they stick you, and when they stick you. And my orthopedic doctor, who followed up later, told me, do not ever let anyone stick a needle in me or in you if your body part that they're sticking it in, it's swollen and red. She was like, he never should have done that. But anyways, it got infected, took me to surgery, spent 7 days in the hospital, had a transfusion, had a wound because they had to clean out all of the infection and make sure that it didn't go to my bone. The wound was 6 inches deep. So if I was a little skinny person, the infection would have reached my bone. I would have possibly gotten sepsis and contamination of the blood. Luckily, I went to the hospital in time. I went to the emergency room in time. Had the surgery. Once they cleaned all of it out, all of the pain was gone. There was so much inflammation all the way down to the trochanter, which is, you have to look it up, the bursa, which allows your bones to move freely. It helps that. It's like a sac between your bones that help it move. That when that gets infected, it's called like trochanteric bursitis. Very, very painful. So that's where I've been. But of course, after surgery, I was still, the pain was gone, but I had this 6-inch, no exaggeration, 6-inch wound in my hip that had to heal. So I basically took a month off from work because between me going to the orthopedic doctor like the 12th of December, I didn't return back to work until after my surgery, which was like the 18th. I got into the hospital on the 8th or 4th. No, it was the 8th of January. I was able to get short-term disability. That was approved, thank you goodness. Had really great insurance. I didn't really have any co-pays, which is awesome. I did have some bills or whatever, but in comparison to how much my bill was and how much I owed, I welcomed the bill. It was hardly anything, but I had to have a home health nurse come. I'm sorry, I'm losing light. I'm gonna let you go. If you gotta go, you've probably been gone. If you miss me, you're probably still here, and I hope you are. And if not, I'm just talking to myself. But at this point, I'm gonna finish. That's where I've been, y'all. I've been hurt, and I had to have home health come 3 times a week to change my wound. They recommended every day, but my insurance would only pay for 3 days a week, so that's what it was. So literally my wound just closed up like March 31st. Today is like April the 21st. It's been 1 month since my wound has been closed. So I had surgery January on my, oh no, I had surgery on December 29th, my birthday. On my birthday, I had surgery. I was in the hospital on my birthday and on New Year's. And yeah, the wound finally healed March 31st. And I've just been, I'm just getting back to, I won't say normal, but in the swing of things. That was rough, y'all. It was really, really rough. I can't explain the pain and agony that put me through for all of that time. So that's where I've been. Sorry I left you hanging. I know this video is all over the place. Horrible video, camera shaking all over the place. I'm not even looking at you because I'm driving, but I think it's best that I look this way and not this way. Give me a like, comment. I love you all. I love you, love you, love you all. Until next time, bye.